Hey, it's Joe Crump. Welcome back. I've got more questions here. This time I'm going to take two questions because they're both from real estate agents. And I've got a lot of real estate agents in my program because I teach these techniques that I use can actually help real estate agents get more business. If you're a real estate agent and you're interested in how to, a longer audio about how to do this, I've got a free audio that teaches realtors different things that they can do. It's at joecrump.com/realtor, and it's all lowercase. And go to that domain name and you can download this free audio. I think it's 70 minutes long or so, and it explains all the different things that you can do, or at least a few of the different things that you can do. Now I'm going to read both of these questions because I think that they're also applicable to real estate investors, even if you're not an agent. And I think you can use some of these ideas that I've got here. Okay, this first one is from Aaron Gardner from Mankato, Minnesota. He says, I'm a real estate agent. How can I use what you teach to benefit my conventional real estate buyers and sellers with whom I have representation agreements? Now, the main people that you're going to be able to help with these types of deals are people that are having a problem qualifying. I'll bet a lot of your conventional buyers these days don't qualify for loans anymore. And if you could figure out a way to get them to qualify, I'll bet you could sell a lot more properties. And these are the things that I teach, using these lease option techniques, using seller financing techniques. It's a great way to do it. And as far as listings that you've got that aren't selling, and the people can't drop their price because they can't afford to. They can't afford to pay a realtor and drop their price, or maybe the values have dropped below what the real value of the property is. If you're in that situation, these things will help as well, because you can help these properties, help these sellers sell their property, either on a lease option or maybe on a land contract, or a multi-mortgage, or even a subject to. And it's possible they'll sell them to you, where you can take them over, and it'll make sense for you to keep them long term. So there's lots of ways to do this that can make you a lot of extra money. Plus, the techniques that I teach on how to bring in buyers and sellers and investors are all leads that you can use. And I show you ways to work expired leads. What if you went to, typically, for those of you who aren't realtors, typically you go to different types of leads to try to get them to list their property with you as an agent. Go to for sale by owners, you go to expired listings, properties that have been on the market for a while and haven't sold, and their listings have expired. You try to get those people to list with you because they didn't get them sold previously. Well, and when you go to these people, when you go to for sale by owner, when you go to expired listings, none of them are happy to talk to another realtor. They're not interested in listing their property, and they may be, and it actually is a pretty good source of leads, but they don't like you, and they don't want to work with you. What if you went to that seller and you said, I'm a realtor, but I want to buy your property rather than just list it for sale? You think you'd get their attention? I know you would. You'd very much get their attention, because that's what they're trying to accomplish. They're not interested in listing the property, they're interested in selling it. So you can use all the techniques I use to find these buyers and these sellers to be able to expand your business. And this is the perfect time to do it, because there's so many people that need this. Now, this other email is also from another realtor, and I'm going to read this a little bit longer, and I'm going to get into this one as well, because I think it's specific to, I think there's an important point that I need to make. You know, this video is getting a little bit long. I want to address the next realtor video, or the next realtor question, on a separate video, because I've got a lot to say about that one as well. So I'm going to cut this one here, and tune in for the next one to hear the next realtor question, which I think also applies to real estate investors, and I think will be very helpful for you to understand pricing, which is what I'm going to talk about next. All right, see you on the next video.